it says the graph of y equals f of x is shown below. So we've got the point f of x, we've got this point. The coordinates of the maximum point on this curve is minus 2, 1. Write down the coordinates of the maximum point of the curve of equation y equals f of x minus 3. Okay, that is part A. So this is graph transformations. So before I go through this, how many of us, how well do we remember these guys? Our graph transformations. Put a 0 if you don't remember these at all, or put a 10 if you know all of these perfectly well and you know all of them. I'm just gonna get the answers up. So just give me a second. I want to just see how everybody got on for those tests that I did get. Yes, I can see a 5, I can see a 7, I can see a 3. So when you're doing these types of questions, this is not given to you in the formula booklet. You have to be able to memorize them. Okay. So with this one, all we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, well, fine. First one is f of x minus 3. Which transformation is that? That is the fourth one. Can you see? F of x minus c is a horizontal translation to the right by c units. How does that affect your x coordinate? You add on that number to your x coordinate, right? So when it's inside, you do the opposite thing. So this one is going to be, it starts at minus 2, 1, and then, so there's so write f of x here. And then under f of x minus 3, right? What will happen is that will become a minus 2, and then you would add on 3, and then you'll keep the y coordinate the same. Yeah. Minus 2 plus 3 is a positive 1. So it's just 1, 1. That's the answer. Does that make sense, guys? And this is the answers that I got for a couple of them. This is like a screenshot of the different answers that I got. I'm just having a look here. Whose test is this? This is Leon's test. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Happy with that? Yeah. Good stuff. Brilliant. Fantastic. So then the next one is this one here, f of minus x. Again, what does that do? Just look at your table. That's the last one. What happens to your x coordinate? You just times it by negative 1. Okay. So this one will literally be if it's 2, if it's minus 2, 1, then the new one would just be minus 2 times minus 1. All right. And red, so it's super clear. And then you'll keep the y coordinate the same, which was 1. So it's going to be a positive 2, 1, like that. Make sense so far, guys? Happy with that? Yeah. Next one is minus f of x plus 2. Okay. So there's two transformations going on here. So let's write f of x. F of x is equal to, the point I should say anyway, is negative 2, 1. So what you want to do is you want to do it step by step. So it doesn't actually matter which order you do it with these ones specifically. However, let's do this one here. Let's do f of x plus 2. Because somebody tell me what happens. What does that plus 2 do? Remember, it's inside, that's going to do the opposite. So if this is a minus 2 originally, then that plus 2 would become the opposite and you would minus 2 to the original x coordinate and you keep the y the same. So this is going to be minus 4, 1 so far. We happy with that, guys? Fantastic, Megan. Good stuff. Now remember, we've got that minus now, so it's minus f of x plus 2. Now, what does that do? Let's look at our graph transformations again. That minus is on the outside, right? Can you see it has to be, it's either going to be 5 or 6. Which one is it going to be, guys? Is it going to be 5 or 6? Exactly. It's going to be 5 because that minus is on the outside of f. What does that do? It's a reflection over the x-axis, and that means you multiply your y coordinate by negative 1. So therefore, from here, to get the minus on the outside, we have to now do minus 4, and then we're going to do 1. And we're going to times that by negative 1. And then that means, sorry, negative 1, like that. And then that means your final answer is going to be minus 4. And the minus 1, 1 times minus 1 is just a negative 1. So therefore, your answer is minus 4, minus 1. Does that make sense, guys? We happy with that? Yeah? Cool. Good stuff. Brilliant. Fantastic. So that one's done. Then the last one is f of minus x minus 1. Well, this one we can actually do in two parts because remember, f of x is equal to, let's just get minus 2, 1. We actually did f of minus x already. So this one order doesn't matter. F of x is minus 2, 1. F of minus x, we did in part B, I believe, and that was 2, 2, 1, right? We times the x coordinate by negative 1, which is 2, 1. So we're here. Now, the next part is this f of minus x, this minus 1 on the outside. What does that do, guys? Which rule is that? So it's f of, it's minus 1. The minus one's on the outside. Which rule is that, guys? It's on the outside, so it's either going to be 1 or 2. It's obviously going to be which one, guys? Exactly, it's going to be 2. What does 2 say? It's a vertical translation down by d units. And what does that do to your y coordinate? You just take that value away from your y coordinate. So you'd be taking away d. In our case, we're going to be taking away the number 1. Okay? So it's going to be 2, and then y coordinate is 1 originally, and then we're taking away 1, like that. And then that will just literally become 2, 1 take away 1 is 0. And that's it. Does that make sense, guys? We happy with that?